Well, here we are again. What am I going to find for you this time? Well, I was never really keen on John Denver, and I saw some of his shows, and I found him a little bit uncomfortable in certain instances. Anyway, years later, I like things like Leave It On Jet Plane that Peter, Paul and Mary covered. Years later, he passed away in that tragic accident with the plane because he was a keen pilot, and his father, I think his father tested planes. He was what is it they call it? Not an instructor. Anyway, he did test flights on planes. Won't go into all that. So I sort of put John Denver to one side. I thought, not really my cup of tea. And then he passed away, and my wife bought this 2 CD, John Denver. Stop's not actually on the design of the album, but it's something to do with, I don't know, something to do with marketing anyway. And it says the Rocky Mountain Collection, John Denver, in loving memory of John Denver, 31st of the 12th 1943 to the 12th of the 10th 1997. And he's in that lovely warm sheepskinny coat there. Looks very nice. Probably wore that at Aspen when he was out and about. It's a 2 CD, as I said, starting with Leaving on a Jet Plane, Goodbye Again, Rocky Mountain High, some really big hits he had. 20 tracks on the first CD, including Take Me Home Country Roads, The Eagle and the Hawk, and then disc 2, Fly Away, Looking for Space. He had an obsession with flight and space, etc. Wild Montana Skies, Flying for Me. Notice that flying thread comes through again and again. It's on RCA, distributed by Digital. It's on RCA, distributed by BMG, and digitally remastered. Now the date for this is 1996. And they must have marketed it up, after he died, and thinking they're going to sell some more copies anyway. Compilation produced by Paul Williams, audio restoration Bill Lacey, digital transfer Mike Hartree. Da. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Some nice photographs of John Denver. Many people will remember for Annie's Song. I can remember going around girls' houses, and they nearly always had John Denver albums there. Never heard them playing the John Denver albums, having said that. Some very nice pictures. And it's this quite decent thing without specs on, decent essay in here by esteemed writer Colin Escott, who's written tons and tons of sleeve notes, etc., and articles for other artists. So there we have it, John Denver. You probably still find copies of this knocking about. Anyway, since this came into my possession, etc., I've ended up with a box set of all John Denver's recordings. So I've got a CD box set, which is away in another part of the house. I've heard about a third of it, and what I've heard I've found quite enjoyable. There's 1 or 2 tracks sent me to sleep, mind you, but very enjoyable in other parts. I shall dig out that box set sometime in the future when I've got time. Hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please click a like, and please hit the subscribe button, because it's a big help to me. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. Bye now.